Can something nutritious also be delicious? And the answer is yes. There's so much misinformation out in the public that we really have to. You don't have to do a lot of studying. What you can do is you can go to, well, you can come here. I'm going to give you some ideas. What's going to be healthy? What can you eat a lot of? What's going to really taste good? And give you some ideas as to really how to be able to, so that you can embrace what you'd like your future health life to be. First thing, and mind you, small changes make huge lifelong improvements in the long term and in the short term, such as this avocado. What I'm doing right now is I'm going to be opening it up. You know, if you're familiar with avocados, if you had them a lot, very healthy. And you got your potassium, your good fats, get rid of bad fats. They're a great diet food. A lot of people, a lot of places, mind you, none of this is medical advice. Do your research. But I've been eating these for over 10 years. And I've lost a lot of weight on them. They're very satiating, very pleasurable. A lot of people don't like them plain. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these right here. I consider a superfood because that good fat replaces the bad fat that's around your organs. You need to have this fat. You need to have as much of this fat as you can have. Sorry. Oh my gosh. My apologies. I actually got sick eating these. Not sick, but I got tired of them when I was eating about 8 to 12 of them a day over a month period. But at that time, I was not adding something else to them, which I now add, and that's going to be honey. Now, organic honey is medicine. And okay, so can you eat too many avocados? Some people, well, misinformation will tell you you can. The correct information is you can't. It's not going to get you fat. It's going to make you slim, actually. Avocados make you slim down. You want to lose weight? Go with the avocados. Also, golden medicine. And golden medicine, I think you can see that pretty good. Golden medicine is, well, I mean, it's one of the most powerful foods in the world. You can't manufacture something that's going to be healthier than golden medicine, which is just organic honey. I buy it in the gallons. And I'm not going to do both the avocados, but you can see, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Let me zoom in so you can see a little bit better. There you go. Okay. So, now, when it comes to the honey, you cannot put too much of this on. Nope, you do not have to think about the calories. A calorie is not a calorie. This is very low glycemic, healthy for you. Eat as much of this, in my opinion, not medical advice, eat as much of it as you can. I'm going to do that one here in a minute. I'm going to do a short on it. You know what? I can go ahead and do that short right now. Let's go ahead and do that in a moment. Actually, you know what? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do right now before I do it. I'm going to put, okay, so almonds, really, really healthy for bone health. So are raisins. They're both really good for heart health. So just to kind of give you an idea of what you can have for breakfast. Right here, I'm in Tennessee, Central Time at 7:10 a.m. on the 26th. And eventually, after you're given enough good information, and if you're interested in plant-based, please like the channel. Subscribe, would love to have you here. But once you start eating really healthy and you cut out all the saturated foods, this is the type of food that's just going to get you going. It's the only type of food that you're going to think about. You're no longer going to think about eggs or biscuits or sausage, because your body's going to lose that addiction to processed food. And what you're going to be thinking about in your mind is what's going to satiate you, what's thick, what tastes good, what's really going to heal the body, what's going to keep you away from getting diseases Yeah, so it's a big deal. Let's see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is, I know, I'm gonna have you do a short with me here. And all right, here we go. This is gonna be the healthy song. All right, so we got our raisins. I eat walnuts. Oh my goodness, I eat so many walnuts. During the day, it's absolutely crazy. Walnuts don't make you fat. They just don't. They're gonna make you healthy. And yeah, gonna make you very, very healthy. So, eat your raisins. I know it's a new way of thinking, but you might not have eaten raisins in years. You might be thinking, I can't eat raisins. Come on, really? Raisins taste really, really good. So your walnuts, absolutely phenomenal. I got the nutty taste. Your organic honey, absolutely bone digging. I'm gonna zoom out right now so I can see y'all, and you can see me. We're gonna do a proper good morning to you. All right. All right. You should be able to see me there. Okay. So good morning to you. Hope everybody's doing great. We just got back from a walk about 10 minutes ago. Dogs really enjoyed themselves. We did too. Yeah, I didn't get enough sleep. I think I got 7 hours, but feeling pretty good. In the morning times, you can see what I eat for breakfast now. It's very inexpensive. Eating healthy is always going to cost you less than eating processed food. I have a friend of mine that went and ate, I think at Burger King, cost him like $12 the other day. Just to kind of give a breakdown. These almonds are $10 for 3 pounds. You can see how many almonds are in there, like absolutely none. These raisins didn't cost, between the two of them, oh my gosh, you might be talking like 25 cents for real. The avocado was 84 cents. The amount of health in these is absolutely crazy. Then you got your organic honey, very thick, low glycemic, going to give you the energy that's going to give you that slow burn. And if I want to, which I do, you can eat avocados all throughout the day. Good fat gets rid of bad fat. We're talking about a diet regimen. I don't call things a diet anymore, but if you got a lot of extra weight on you, this is going to rip it off of you. It's not going to. Yeah, eventually it's going to keep you about 10 to 20 pounds, well, about 10 pounds over your ideal weight. Eventually you'd have to do something like juicing to get that extra, and that's just been my experience, not medical advice, of course. I always say that for liability reasons, but nothing I'm saying is going to hurt you. But do your research, yada yada, blah blah blah. Look for a doctor. But the point is, yeah, so you're just looking at pure goodness, pure health. So again, I'm just going to break it down for you a little bit more. If you know me, let me know you need honey, and I can get you a gallon of organic honey. I go to the Amish to get that. I'm not going to charge you anything because I always buy at least 1 to 3 gallons myself. That means if you're a friend of mine, or you become a friend of mine, so a gallon of honey is going to last a full month. When you think about how much people spend for fast food, the gallon of honey is $55. You go online, it's like $160, $200. It's kind of crazy. And just the markups are horrendous. Then, I mean, it's just kind of give you an idea of what a breakfast is, in my opinion, supposed to look like. So, obviously, you can see a lot of things that can differ in here. You could put some Aztec salt on there, or just whatever you want to do. Pink Himalayan. I would suggest. I mean, yeah, you can do that. Just do a very light scattering of the salt on top, and instead of putting honey on there, you could do that and swap it off. I wouldn't suggest doing. Well, they do say to take just a tiny, tiny little bit of high quality salt, and to take that before bed so your body will retain water, which they say helps alleviate the possibilities of stroke because so many people are dehydrated. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Glad to have you here. We're all on a journey, maybe to avoid illness, maybe to get healthy. Wherever you're at, it's good to have you here. Maybe you're a fanatic with working out and eating. I try to be a fanatic, and by default, I've become a fanatic with the food just because I know the upsides now, and I don't want to go on medications. I do lean towards high blood pressure, so every time, well, I mean, my blood pressure is not going up now. My blood pressure is, 120 over 78 was the last time I took it, which is a few days ago. Your blood pressure is going to remain, usually, it will remain very consistent as long as you take a walk like 3 times a week. I take a walk about 6 or 7 days a week, and I try to ride my bike, my inside bike. Was doing it every day. If you look at the past videos, I was doing 40 kilometers, 20 kilometers, 10. 10 is pretty easy to do. Life gets stressful. And when it does, until we've lost our addiction to processed food, which we all have, and you have addiction to meat and dairy. I'm not saying, yeah, I am saying they're addictions. I had a bad addiction to them, but once you kick those, the food doesn't play a part. You're not tempted to food. But depression or just life getting to you sometimes will really play with your mind, because working out is a battle of the mind. It's not a battle of your body. And let me give you an example of that. So when you're working out, your brain might be going, let's get it, let's grind, let's get on it. And you start to, you're pushing yourself, yeah. And then you get up, like this morning I got up, and, actually it was like 10 minutes ago. And, it was like 10 or 15 minutes ago. Anyway, my point being is that I was like, man, I don't feel like working out. And then I get on the floor and I do 500 crunches. Well, Marley, everybody knows Marley. He's my big old dog, and Marley's kind of getting in my way as I'm coming up, and I'm coming to the sides. And he's big. I mean, he's like at least 50 pounds now, so he can stop you from being able to do a crunch pretty well. And then, I mean, again, I was kind of lazy. Now, mind you, my laziness isn't really lazy, but it is. I think I give myself a lot of leeway. So I did 30 push-ups. Mind you, it's 7 a.m. Actually, I did them before 7 a.m. A little bit before. So obviously, anyway, about 25 minutes ago. But the point is that I'll be doing more push-ups and more crunches later today. Do want to say just a few more things. I'm gonna let you go. One thing that really changed me a big time, at least my physique. So I encourage you to, a 50 push-up challenge. Doesn't matter when you do them. You can do them all at once if you can. Good golly, you can do that. That's awesome. If you need to break them up into 10, you do 10 at a time, 5 times a day. 25. Just don't hurt yourself, because you feel it ripping, and you can hurt yourself, and then you might have to wait a day or two to try to do 50 again. So better to go at slow, build up over time. Always look at the long term. Never look if you can tell a difference from day to day. You can't. You look at yourself and you say, you know what, I'd like to have this type of physique in a year, and go for that. And just see what it's all about. Don't get impatient with it. Nothing that happens quickly is worth having. Do your 1,000 crunches. It's really made a big difference for me, and I know it will for you. 30 minutes of free weights. You know, start doing the weights. And when I say free weights, I'm just talking about arm weights. Start with the tens if you need to. Tens are great. I was doing like 1,500 curls, and you know that's good, but you want to be careful on how many you do. But if you can do 1,500, I'd suggest working up to the 15 pounds, then go to the 20 pounds. The big thing, know what you can eat. When it comes to raw foods, you can eat as many of them as you want. You know, you're not going to gain weight. You're also not going to feel full the way you do. You're never going to feel full. Not the way you do on processed foods. And until you stop feeling really hungry, until you feel really full after you eat, that's not eating, folks. It's not eating. Eating is where you eat because you know you need to for energy. You know you need to for cellular repair. You know you need to get your nutrients and your vitamins. When you eat and you decide what you choose to eat based on how it's going to affect you in the short and the long term, when what you put in your mouth is going to keep it so that your blood pressure is going to be perfect. At some point, obviously go see a doctor. You won't have to. I would say 99% of the time. You're not going to have to go see a doctor to get blood pressure pills. You're going to be able to, there are so many different diseases that y'all have. Almost everybody can be pill free. You know, and it's based on just getting the healing from food, the nutrition, looking for your nutrients, looking for your vitamins, and not looking for a pill just to do a quick fix that has lots of bad side effects. Anyway, hope that gives you some ideas. If you've seen prior videos, obviously I've done this one before. Just there's like, I don't know how many trillions of people on YouTube, and obviously I haven't gotten a trillion hits. So not everybody's seen this. So I'm going to be doing like small little deviations of this for y'all. I'm always going to keep the avocado and the honey, you know. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just trying to drill into you that your old you have to shed that. If you want to be more healthy, you got to shed it. You got to open yourself up. I know you already love yourself, but are you loving yourself in a nutritional aspect? We all have to unlearn and relearn. It's one of the hardest things we do. If you're eating processed food, you're addicted to it. If it has meat or dairy, or if it has gluten, or if it has MSG in it, there's an addiction because it gets to pleasure zones in your brain, and those pleasure zones are making you want to eat it. They're making you want to think about the all-you-can-eat Chinese restaurant and eating several different plates on the Chinese bar. You ever look at the people working in a Chinese restaurant? They don't even eat their own food. They're all thin. They're all healthy. If you just take a look at them, that's my opinion. But I know a woman that owns a Chinese restaurant here in Tennessee that I went to, and my family knows her. You know, they used to hold big parties there, and this woman does not eat any of the food on her bar. She owns the restaurant, but she's not going to eat any of it. She's Chinese. She actually eats Chinese food, real Chinese food, which is healthy stuff, you know? And it's, how bad is rice? Rice gives you, I feel like a broken record here, but I've been doing this for like a decade. But rice is going to give you all of the protein that you think you need. Protein is also through walnuts. So there you go. Well, protein's in everything. It's just a made-up word. I don't want to go off on that again. Food is fun. Here's the bummer. When they throw in all that confusion, everywhere you look, they try to confuse you with information. Milk is good, milk is bad. This study says milk could be like the fundamental cornerstone of our society. Cow milk. Do your research. I don't know. Ask your doctor. My personal opinion, and really studies have shown, milk is linked to, it's linked to a lot of different things. I've covered in past videos. I don't want to be like a negative person, but take a look at milk. Can't get me to drink it. when I stopped eating meat and drinking dairy, milk, um, anything made with dairy, my allergies and sinus problems were gone within 3 months. They were totally gone. I haven't had issues with them for over a decade, and before that, I couldn't go out of the house. So it's been a big perk. Well, y'all be good. Have a good Monday, and yeah, I'll see you back here maybe later tonight, tomorrow. It's good to have you. This channel, Plant Based 411. Before I let you go, this is my first water of the day. I'm gonna try to hit it pretty hard real quick. This is my first one of 3. The more water you put in your body, the more your body can clean out at a cellular level. It's not brain science. I mean, it's not. You can figure this out, man. You gotta put lots of water in your body. The water's gonna come back out. It's gonna get all the toxins out. Period. It doesn't matter if you like drinking it or don't like drinking it. Make yourself like drinking it. I used to hate water. I hated water so much I came up with a group at one point that it was a group to encourage people. It was like a water support group to encourage people, to encourage everyone else to drink their water. Because in our society, we are not encouraged for the most part to drink water. We see commercials for soda, energy drinks, and those don't even come close or even touch the potential that, well, of course, cucumber water, if you juice cucumbers, they're going to hydrate you. But when you take a look at what your body needs, your body fundamentally needs 1 to 3 gallons of water a day. So if you care about your health at all, and right now, you might be confused as to what's going to be healthy for you. And if you are, then there's only a few things you need to look at. And really, and I'm just going to tell you my own opinion. It's my own opinion. Look at the food. Is what you're looking at, Brownie, Marley, stop that. Is it minimally processed? Can you get it off a tree or a vine? Can you pick it out of a garden? If you see commercials for it, run. You don't want anything that has a commercial with it. Have you ever seen a commercial for avocados? I haven't. Organic honey? No, it's going to be some weird processed honey. That's not. You can take your own opinion on that. You ever see a commercial for raisins? No. Take a look what's in a raisin. It's a raisin. It's a great sugar. You ever seen a commercial for walnuts? No. They're not processed. They're coming directly from the earth. We grew these okra to be big because we're drying them out. Darlene made a video on being able to cut these open and get the seeds out. So we're going to do a lot of okra next year. Tomato, really good for the heart, full of nutrients. Garlic, it's not on any commercial. Nope. I need to do some garlic infused in honey here soon, so I'm going to do a video on that. Yeah, might as well. Y'all have a great day. I will check y'all out later. Peace.